size?
We do carbide, yes. We do a lot of carbide rolls.
What's the application for that? See, it's parts like this where I don't know if I'm looking at a part of a machine that's going to get assembled or if I'm looking at a actual part in progress.
Best ones we did them for 1924 Packard.
Oh, cool. What's up, guys? Ian Sandusky from Lakewood Machine and Tool back here again for Practical Machinist. In continuing our tour of Chicago shops, today we're going to be checking out Master Machine and Repair Corp in Bedford Park, Illinois. This apparently is a massive place. I haven't been inside yet. I'm really looking forward to it. Apparently this facility is like 100,000 square feet, so this is going to be really, really interesting to check out. Let's go take a look and meet these guys. How's it going, guys? I'm Ian Sandusky. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you. I'm Wes.
Wes.
DeNae.
DeNae.
Hi, I'm Kathy.
Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
You too.
So we have a lot of toys to show you and explain a little bit what we do, and hopefully you can enjoy this stuff. This used to be a very large press manufacturing facility, clearing press, and we are enjoying those big buildings here, big cranes, a lot of space, and this area is very good to find good employees here. So
it looks like there's a lot of shops in this kind of industry around here.
Yes.
Now was this the first building you guys went into, or?
No, we'll walk in later on to the first building, and this was the second building, and then we got a few more buildings.
And how many buildings do we have total? Do you need a calculator? I can get one for you.
I think 5?
Approximately 5, yes.
Did we lose one? What happened?
We have 120,000 square feet altogether under the roof. So.
See, they lied to me. They said it was only 100,000.
Oh, that's a shame. So you'll see a whole bunch of different parts.
This is something you guys are actually fixing. I thought this was part of a machine you guys are installing. This is the size of the stuff you guys fix here.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Is this part of the actual mixer?
This is another mixer that just came for repair. So basically, mixer like this runs for 10 years. And after 10 years, there's a lot of problems. So we'll rebuild this mixer and we'll be good like brand new for another 10 years.
Ooh, we got to look at that after, I guess, but that's a big lathe. Yeah. I've never seen a steady rest that large.
This is a gearbox, was just rebuilt, customers down. We are basically, customers' production is not running because things on the gearbox went bad. So we just rebuild that, and tomorrow we'll be installing it in the field.
And these are finished parts or parts you guys are like, this is the work pieces?
These are a work in progress to be taken apart, evaluated, and then the parts are marked, so we have job number for each job.
And do you guys have a shop management system that you use to track everything through, or?
We have, in the office, we have the system of controlling the jobs to know what was purchased for that job and how many hours. Everything is recorded.
I couldn't imagine what your inventory system must be like here.
Yeah, it's quite complicated, but we know where things are at.
You know where to find it again, that's what's important. We got press there.
Yeah, we got press, straighten press. We got drums from the conveyors. Here's
a guy inside a machine.
It's a very giant shredder.
Wow.
So in the process of finishing putting this together, and tomorrow this will go to a different state. Will be used in a different state.
Oh, you guys do a lot of out-of-state work?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
I guess you guys really are. Are there any other shops around here that even have close to the capacity that you guys have? Like, this is bigger than most stuff I've ever seen.
I would say combine of type of work we do, we're kind of unique because we do machining, we do rebuilds, we make gears, we grind. So it's kind of quite unique.
You are really the only game in town, probably for quite a radius.
Yeah, so by having that combination of type of work we do, we can make things quicker, faster, because we have capabilities. Otherwise, when you have to send work out, it takes time. And a lot of customers really counting on quick delivery.
Getting things out the door.
Yes.
In 2019 Master Machine, we purchased a company called Acro Precision Grinding. They were out of Melrose Park, and we moved it into our facility. We work under the same roof as Master Machine. We are Master Machine. We just kept the Acro name. So we do have a lot of outside customers we do work for, also our own work.
Your own internal
Our
work.
own internal work.
Now let me guess, because this is huge. You bought a grinding company and moved the grinding company here.
Yes, sir.
How was that transition?
It took a little time. It worked pretty well. We have anywhere between 3 and 4 employees in the grinding area. We always seem to have something to do because with all the repairs we have quite large capacity. Our largest OD we can do is 60-inch OD.
Now what do we have coming through here?
It's a big mixer tub. That's for that base.
Oh, it's for the base over there.
So we're going into the machining process.
Wow.
Looks like that might be the other part right there.
That's the other half of it there. Now, am I correct that that is a grinder?
That is
That
a
is the
Madison
largest grinder.
surface grinder. We have capabilities of doing, on this one I believe it's 36 inches, and I'm not sure the exact length. I forgot.
36 on the watt?
Yes, on the table. Yeah.
Wow. And is
So,
that an automatic grinder? Obviously, I doubt someone's sitting there like this
No,
all
we
day.
use this one. We have a couple smaller surface grinders. We have a big Blanchard over here.
Wow.
That's also surface. So these are some of the rolls we do in grinding.
So wait, you would grind this?
Yeah, we'll clean this body. Typically 100% cleanup for chrome or any type of other coating, and we'll also tune the journals if they need repair or not.
Holy!
And
I
if-
can't imagine spinning that thing.
Right, and if journals or body need repair, we have in-house welders, so we can do our own welding while it's in the machine, so then we can finish it up.
Oh, that makes life a lot easier, I'm sure. And how many welders do you guys have here?
I believe three or
Three
four.
welders.
Yeah.
3 grinders, 3 welders.
This is one that's complete. That obviously we didn't do anything on the journals, but we finished the body. It's wrapped in cellophane, so you can't really see it. But
That's so it doesn't get damaged though.
yeah, this one just came in. I was hoping to get this up on the machine, but our crane broke over the weekend, so
How
we're
much
repairing
would this
that.
thing weigh?
Oh, this one's hollow, so not as much as you would anticipate.
Oh,
But a lot of times we do a lot of carbide grinding here, and that's very heavy stuff.
I was gonna say it's only 2-inch thick plate. It's
Yeah.
not that heavy. Wow.
And a lot
you
of
guys
times
grind carbide this size?
we do carbide. Yes, we do a lot of carbide rolls.
What's the application for that?
Diamond wheels, some
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
very
nuts.
expensive diamond wheels.
Extremely.
Yes, yeah.
Extremely. I buy little cutters like this made out of carbide, and they're $100 each. I can't imagine.
Right,
Wow.
right. So we do a lot of chrome repairs, chrome rolls, carbide rolls, and then again, just normal steel.
And do you guys do chrome plating in-house?
We do not. We partnership up with some local companies, and that we're real happy with, and we seem to have a good work.
I was gonna say that's really specialized stuff.
We also do ID grinding on top of surface and OD.
Oh,
We
really?
also do ID. We do large ID grinding also.
I gotta take a peek
So
at that.
let's go take a
too.
look. Yeah.
What kind of
So,
machine do we have over here?
This is an OD grinder.
That's an OD grinder.
This is OD. He's cleaning up right now.
Wow.
That is our largest OD grinder right now, and again, there's not another roll in there because the crane broke. However, this is the one that can do 60-inch.
This is the one over here.
This is the one that can do 60-inch on the OD, correct.
Is this over here? Is this a part or what is this?
Yeah, this is a part. We don't have the capability of hooking this up to the grinder, but a lot of times we will take these and we'll card turn that bore, or depending on what material it's on.
Now with your gear division, are we talking this kind of gears?
This is a herringbone gear, and no, we cannot cut a herringbone gear,
I was
but I'll
gonna
show
say.
you the type of gearing we can cut. So we just finished this part right here. We're clean it up. It comes in. The customer chromes it. It's a repair on an old gear, and so they chrome it, and we go in and try to clean it up. This one we're having a little issues with because it's a little eggy, so we're just waiting for be okay on what to do on that.
And do you guys do broach keyways like this?
We
too?
do. We can slot a keyway up to 3 inches.
Oh my God.
We have slotting capabilities. We also have a Mitsubishi wire EDM we picked up, and we're in the process of determining where we want to put it to get it rolling.
Do you guys like using EDM? I am an EDM guy myself, and I haven't decided if it's going to take years off my life yet or not.
We haven't decided either. It's a beautiful machine, and we're really excited
Is
to
it
get it
brand
hooked up.
Almost.
It's almost
Almost
very,
brand new.
very gently used.
Yeah, we'll be excited to put this in use.
Mitsubishis are awesome too.
Yes.
I have
Yeah.
not run one, but I've seen them, and they are fantastic.
Yeah, so here's some parts we Blanchard grind, and then we finish them.
Now this is a repair job.
This one is
Or
a
refinishing
it's a
job.
customer job, correct.
And what would you guys say? What kind of percentage is this kind of stuff where it's repair and rework versus new parts?
I don't know.
Maybe close to 50-50.
I would
50-50?
say that's probably a good
About
estimate.
half new, half rework?
Yep. So another small OD grinder, which we call small. This is actually a repair job we're doing for ourselves. This is a spindle that goes into one of the Gleason gear cutters that cut spiral bevel. So we've actually made this, we reverse engineered it, and we're grinding it also.
100% in-house
100% in-house.
service job.
Yep.
And does that get hardened too, or that's
Yeah,
already been
this
heat
is hardened. Yep, this is hardened
treated? Do
steel.
you guys do your heat treat in-house?
Well, that's one thing we're unable to do is heat treat.
We don't either. That's absolutely crazy though.
I think we looked into it at one time, just, a lot of liability, man.
It's a lot of liability. At the end of the day, the pricing usually is good enough that
Right.
I don't think you guys have to worry about hitting minimum orders. Let's put it that way.
And also, you cannot do everything because you have to have a big flow of work to justify it.
Right.
So,
And have a guy that's trained in it to be doing it all the time.
correct.
So this is the rebuild area?
Yes. So we put together here all different assemblies that came here. We took it apart. We fixed all the parts or made new parts. And then this press was tested, put together, tested, and ready to go. Tomorrow is leaving. Here we have another trim press that is in the process of putting together. So this is like halfway. So there's a lot of components, as you can see, a lot of details. So it's very critical to make sure that everything works well.
How many hours would you say a job like that takes? Is that a job that's 2 weeks worth of work? Is that a month?
No, I would say a machine like this would be 3 to 4 months here.
3 to 4 months, yeah. When you get to the scale of this size of machine, I have no point of reference. So
Yeah, there's a lot of hands-touched components from welders, machinists, mechanics. So it's a lot of things happening on a machine like that. But
Makes
basically, the machine will be like brand new and will be running for numbers of years down the road.
do you know how old that machine is, roughly?
Probably 15 years old.
Oh, about that old. And this is its first service here.
Yes.
Not bad at all. That's perfect. And I see that this place is another enormous unit. You could fit my shop in this unit probably twice. Wow.
Yeah.
Basically, we get every day different activity, customers coming here with different problems. There's a lot of customers coming with the parts that there's no more manufacturers, OEMs in the business, so they'll bring part that will reverse engineer the part. And also a lot of customers coming with their problems because the original part's not working out too good. So we come up with a solution how we can make the part better. So there's those people basically liking our work. So we don't have sales force, basically people telling other people about us, and we are staying busy and growing by that
Word of
kind of
mouth
idea.
for the most
Word
part.
of mouth is.
Now I have to ask you, since you do a lot of service stuff and old stuff, what's the oldest part you guys have had to replace? Are you talking replacing stuff from the 1900s?
We did some mixers that were 100 years old.
100 years old.
So yes, some stuff is very vintage, very, very original design with that you don't see anymore.
And the very
some
hilarious
stuff.
chain dimensions on everything before they had CAD. And you have to,
Yes.
I've had to deal with some of those as well, and they're lots of fun.
There's still customers who don't want to give up on this kind of equipment because they love it. It's working for them, making good products, so they don't want to give up. So they come to us to help them make the parts, or fix those parts.
Right.
So we'll be going to machining department right now. We do a lot of machining for ourselves, but also we do a lot of machining for different OEMs. Basically, many OEMs coming to us to make their product. They will give us drawings, and we manufacture parts for their drawings.
Cool.
So it's a big portion of our business.
It's a big component.
It is.
Let's go take a peek. So what do we have here?
This is a large boring mill. and we are doing a big ring, and we are drilling and tapping holes, so we can peek at that.
Wow. That's crazy. Now, can this thing, I've never seen a mill this large. Does it have an automatic tool changer, or do you have to change those by hand?
It's completely automated.
And what kind of machine is this? Who makes this?
This is Toshiba.
Oh, Toshiba. You know, I didn't even know Toshiba made machines, so I learned something new today. Looks like a Fanuc controller.
Yes. So it's very dependable machine, very accurate. We really enjoy that machine to have here.
And this thing, I'm guessing because of the size of a lot of the parts you run, you have this thing running all day, all night. Do you guys run a second shift?
We used to, but right now we have one on.
Just one shift?
We would like to restart it down the road.
And did you guys make that giant angle plate yourself?
Yes, actually, yes.
I was going to say.
So basically we pre-machined this ring, then we are drilling and tapping holes, and then we will send this to a heat treater. The heat treater will do heat treating, and then we have to finish everything.
Then you have to grind it.
Yes.
Wow. Now that table, does it turn?
Yes. Turns around. Good travels, good load you can put on this machine.
Yeah, I'm guessing you guys don't have a problem with overloading that table, considering some of these things are 5,000 pounds easily, right?
Well, we have certain machines can handle certain weights, so that we have one machine that can handle 80,000 pounds.
Do you know what the 80,000 pounds?
Yes. So.
I thought I heard you wrong for a second. Do you know what the largest diameter tool you can stick in that thing is? Do you guys ever do any like big 3-inch holes? I guess you mill them that way.
You mill them. It's changed from used to be a manual. They used to start with big boring bar. Now it's different way of doing with the CNC machines.
Funny how much changes, but at the end of the day.
So 10 years ago, we were just a manual machine shop.
You were a manual machine shop 10 years ago. So this is all in the last 10 years.
Yes. So then we purchased one small machine shop that was CNC, and it got us to CNC machining. So we kind of keep on expanding with more CNC machines.
Wow. And how many CNC machines do you guys have now?
Quite a few. We'll have to count.
Again, I can get you a calculator if you need.
Yes.
Wow.
We have another boring mill that we are working on a mixer pedal.
Oh, wow.
So it's a fully automated machine with 60 tools in it, and very accurate machine.
Look at the size of some of these. Your fly cutters and your single points.
A lot of tooling requires. You can see right there.
Wow.
So tooling is a big portion of machining.
Boring heads. What do we have here? What is this? This is another boring mill. You'd think I'd recognize them after the third, but wow. When you're dealing with machines that are this big, the scale is just so large that...
It's hard to tell what you're working on compared to the mixture.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the workpiece and what's the machine?
Absolutely.
This is like a stainless steel cover for a very large machine, and this machine can handle 80,000 pounds.
80,000 pounds.
That's CNC.
Absolutely crazy. It's interesting to see just all the clamps and stuff you need to do for the work holding for this.
It's tricky because it's a lot of stuff that will be vibrating while machining, so we have to prep it correctly so you have the right finish on it.
I'm guessing that's why you have some of these jacks in there just to help support it and take the vibration
and
out.
then level that.
I didn't even think about leveling something this size. Oh man.
These are skilled guys that been doing this for a while, so.
Yeah. How much of your time is setup versus actual run time here?
It depends. Like on this here, he will spend time. If he had a different job before this one, he needs to put those angle plates on. Could be 6 hours, 5-6 hours before he can start machining.
Right. And then how long might a program run for on something like this? Do you guys run a lot of multi-hour programs?
This
or?
is a repetitive job, so it's already programmed there.
So it should be pretty quick.
Yep. So it's, and the machinist been doing this for a long time, so he knows exactly what to do.
Pretty comfortable with it by now?
Makes it easier.
Do you do any programming yourself anymore?
Oh no,
No.
no time for that.
Oh, I see things that I'm a little more familiar with.
Well, yeah. So we go to smaller department and we come back,
Sure.
go all around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Usually the bigger machines, that's a different mentality. It's people are with a little bit different skill.
Different approach.
Yes.
Big time.
These are one of the components, few components that we put a complete machine. So basically we are capable of manufacturing from small parts, individual parts to building complete machine.
Wow.
Brand new machine.
With the design, with all the
A
engineering.
lot of times customer will give us their design and we just follow their drawings, then we assemble, test run.
And I take it, that gear is also made in-house.
Yes.
Perfect.
So
Love it.
he's setting up another job on this machine.
Wow. Oh, VF11.
So we have nice travel on it, and we have 4 axes on it.
That's a big indexer.
Yes. We're also capable of doing 5 axes too. So
Oh, you guys have 5-axis? Is it a drop-in 5-axis?
Yes,
Or
correct.
Oh, those are handy. Now, these tooling plates you guys have there, is that made by you guys?
yes, these are risers
Yeah.
because when the part is quite deep, then we remove them.
So you asked if that was our first building over there.
Yes.
So our first building was actually this room, and then the next room we're taking you into.
Cool.
That's where we started.
Now, what is this? I have not seen one of these before.
Maybe explain?
Yeah, so this is a vending machine for all of our cutting tool inserts. So anytime our guys need an insert for the machine, they just scan their badge and then dispenses it.
Now, do you guys stock that up, or does your tooling supplier stock that
supplier.
up? The supplier does.
Yep.
That's really, really handy.
Yep.
And how many tools would be in there at a time in stock? 100, 200,
Hundreds.
hundreds?
Hundreds,
Wow.
yeah. But
Now-
it saves time for our foremen and stuff. Otherwise, they'd have to like run and hand out tools manually.
It's literally an automated tool crib.
Exactly.
That's really, really cool. Now, do you guys decide what tools go in there, or do they tell you kind of what you need?
We tell them what we need.
You
We
tell
give
them
them
what
our
you need.
usage and what we're using regularly.
Interesting. And I guess with that, the nice thing is you can also keep track of exactly what you're using, how often you're breaking inserts.
We get the printout
Yep.
of the usage, and the vendor gets the information when the things are low. Then they come and replenish the supplies. So
See
it
me?
helps.
You guys don't have to do the thing I do where I have to call and cry. They just broke the last 2 taps and we're having a really bad day.
Yes, it's a way to go because it saves you time.
Absolutely. And just the one here, or do you guys have another one somewhere else?
This is the first one we have, and probably we'll have more for the welding department, more for other mechanics department, to less people involved with giving stuff. And that saves
More time making chips.
Yes.
So this is the first unit you guys had?
This building and this building, that was our beginning. But our beginning was with different machines, and so we've been kind of keep on adding, changing more. So this is another machine that we are about to put in use. This is a large boring mill with a pallet system, so for larger quantity work. So basically the one part drives in, the one part drives out, and so you save time on the setup.
Wes, this machine literally has a man-sized door in it. That is
Yes.
huge.
You walk in here, and also
Wow.
then those dark doors. So you have the door opens and the table drives out.
Oh, that's where, I'm sure we'll see on the other side, but that's where the palletizer is, eh?
Yes. So there's another table there. So you're saving a lot of time when you have bigger quantity work.
And do you guys do a lot of multiples of these big things, I take it, if you're setting up for...
Well, we are planning to get into the more.
That's one of the,
Yes.
cool, very cool. What year is this?
It's later 90s.
Later 90s. Wow. Looks like it's in really, really nice condition, which is, I'm sure, why you guys picked it up.
It is very good shape.
And what taper would that be? 50 taper?
Yes.
I can't believe how much tooling you guys have here, but I guess you'd have to.
Endless, yeah, because what
Endless.
different type of work we do. It's not like you make just widgets and you have only one type of product, but every day we get different things, so you have to have different possibilities that you can machine with. So these are the gears that we're making new, and we reverse engineered. This is the old gear, and then there's the new gear.
So it doesn't matter if these things come in absolutely beat to high heaven.
No, we can, as long as, most of the time we need information on the mating part, but general on a spur gear like that, by OD, typically you can come up with a standard and depth.
I mean, if you guys know what you're doing, I guess I couldn't. You guys can. That's crazy. Now, how do you guys deal with the stress of dealing with other people's parts? So when you guys are doing repair work, how do you guys handle that pressure? Because if you mess it up, I mean, God forbid, it's something you have to do. That to me, we were talking a little bit before, is very frightening. How do you guys, work that into your pricing? Do you put in extra pricing in case you need to start from zero? Or is it just confidence that you guys have done it so much that you know you're going to be okay?
I think we are confident on, I know we are confident on our work.
Right.
We are exposed to so many type of parts. So most cases we are making better parts than original parts a lot of times. So what is stressful when the customer is down and they need our help and we have to run with the time the fastest possible to get them back in production. So sometimes the customer is losing thousands of dollars per hour. So the pressure is there, and we try to explain to customers what needs to be done, how long it would take to they realize.
You're doing the best you can,
Yes.
you're going to get them going.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we are kind of known to do the rush job, so they know they're in good hands. There's a lot of trust, basically.
Right, and that's because you guys have been doing it for so long.
Correct, because the customers, if they are coming here, they know that we can handle this very well. This is not experimental for us, so the trust is there.
It's not your first rodeo.
Correct.
So what do we got back here? This is another horizontal.
This is a manual machine.
It's manual.
Yes.
Wow.
And we have bronze bushings here we are making.
It's obviously got a power assist.
Oh, it's, yes. You are not cranking by
When
hand.
you said manual, I was thinking you must have a pretty big boy who runs that. Wow. I don't think I've ever seen a manual.
It's automated, but you have to control every movement. So with the buttons and all kinds of stuff.
And how much work would this thing get these days? It's still being used quite a bit?
It's little by little, CNCs are taking over, but they're still handy to have for a certain type of work.
You need to do something in a pinch.
Right. So sometimes the programming and the process is too involved with the CNC machine. So sometimes it's simpler.
If you just got to drill out an old broken bolt or something, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense. Those are some giant bronze bushings. Are those ground too? Oh,
No,
that's
just turned.
That's just turned. Just a really nice finish.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So this is turning.
Wow.
So you can see it's different sizes we can handle here.
Look at the size of that live center. That hydraulic?
Well, it's the tailstock has hydraulic.
Wow. I guess when you're dealing with parts that heavy,
Yes, and it helps with the setup too.
absolutely. See, it's parts like this where I don't know if I'm looking at a part of a machine that's going to get assembled or if I'm looking at a actual part in progress.
So actually this is OEM work. So basically we're machining, that's a part of the very large assembly.
Right. That's crazy.
So right now we are turning here. So he's running another piece on that machine there while he's putting setup on for different components.
Wow. Holy. That starts as a giant plate? Yeah. The amount of material removal and weight removal on that must be staggering. Jeez. Hey, you got a big old tool crib up there too.
Yes.
Wow.
And we'll go that way, and
Sure.
then we'll
Yeah.
go to the gear shop.
I'm following you. I would get lost here.
Yeah, general convention over here.
So this is our shipping, receiving, basically.
You guys do a lot of material stocking here, right?
Well, we do a lot of emergency work, so we have to keep on hand for something to do in a pinch.
Some very, very large diameter stuff.
So these are the parts ready to go.
Wow.
So this part will be heat treated, and then will be finished machine after heat treating.
Jeez.
And these beams were machined and ready to go to our customer.
So you guys machined that, welded it, and probably machined it again.
Yes.
Wow. And what would those be for?
Not sure.
Not
a lot
sure.
of times we don't know.
A lot of times we don't know the answer.
It's because the drawing said so.
So exactly, you
That's
just
nice.
follow the drawing. Here's a big housing that was just finished machining.
That's similar to the one that was on the machine over there.
Well, that's the cover that goes with
Oh, it's
it.
the other half of the same
Yes.
one.
So now we'll be deburring and getting ready for shipping.
And do you guys have your own deburring department, or do you just have your machinists do that on their downtime?
Depends. If it's small part, machinist does deburring. If it's a lot of deburring, we prefer machinists keep on making chips, and somebody else will deburr it.
Somebody else can go through and do all the filing.
Yep.
Beautiful.
All right, let's go to another department.